Well, Simon from 50 Shades of Green suggested that I tear down my garden and find out how all the critters are getting in. Don't need to tear down the garden. This is a storm drain that they come up every night, and they usually play on that for a few seconds. There's the camera that I look out from. This is where they run across the yard. And that is the tree they climb up, and they sleep in during the day. You can see the little path that they've beaten down. And they climb this. The first thing I would have to do is remove this tree to slow them down. And I mean just slow them down. And you can see they come out here and look for little things along the edge of this driveway. But where those things are broken off, the tree's not diseased. That's where the raccoons have been sleeping. They don't get up any further than that certain point because there isn't enough to support them. And in an evening, you'll see the whole tree, a whole section of the Italian cypress shiver and shake, and a little raccoon face will pop out. Once the raccoons wake up for their nightly jaunt, they run across my roof several times to the backyard, which is on the other side where that tree is, where my garden is. But they run back and forth and romp and stomp, and when they weigh 35 pounds and are flopping on their sides and stuff, they make a lot of noise in the house. So I know when the raccoons have woke up from their daily slumber. Man, that puppy's tall. And after playing on the tin roof for about 20 minutes, knocking and pounding and making all sorts of noise, which raccoons love to do, then they proceed to come off of the roof by climbing through the bushes, or they come down the corner right there and they've tore the lattice work loose, and they run all over the roof, come down this way, come over here, and just step over to that. What's he so upset about, huh? And then they run the length of the fence and go in everybody else's yard. Or they'll come down there. They like to trash things. This is the Jerusalem artichokes. And I can hear them climbing through the bushes at night, the Cape honeysuckle. But they climb down, and that's how they get into the yard. One of the ways they get into the garden. And this is one of the ways the cats get in the yard. They get on the fence, jump on a little section that's right there, and go up on the roof. Or they just come straight into the yard. And here comes the birds. So, eliminating critters from my yard is impossible. They do make things that you can put on top of the fences, but my fences are on 4 different levels, so there'll be a lot of finagling with that. So consequently, there's really no way to prevent critters from getting into my yard. I looked into several different methods, and none of them are practical. I did start putting wire to keep the chickens out, but there's no way I can cover the full length also. And then had to get rid of the rooster. And once he stopped leading the girls into the garden, they quit coming in. So I would love to be able to be critter proof, but nope, it's not going to happen. Well, Simon, at 50 Shades of Green, I won't be keeping critters out of this garden anytime soon. But thanks for the suggestion. And here comes the chemtrails. Well, here's number one. Let's see if the sun doesn't block it out. It's way over there. They're predicting rain on the 9th. It was the 10th. I guess they're trying to make clouds. Try to make some rain. It would be nice, even if it's chemically induced. They're pretty though.